Assalamu alaikum, dear career aspirants. Welcome to Pothe Career Podcast. Today we have a special guest in our show, Mr. Kazi Faizan Ahmed. He is the CEO of Vivawell Health Private Limited. Hello, sir. How are you?
I'm good, Akaash. Thank you very much. Thank you for having me here.
Okay, thank you. So, tell us a little bit about your education, your country, your career.
Yeah, sure. So, by education, I'm master's in chemistry, and then I did MBA, and I started working in healthcare diagnostics. Spent almost 23 years overall, all into healthcare. Uh, of that 23 years, I think significantly long term is my last assignment with the hospital network in Bangladesh. So I spent some time in Bangladesh also. So that's me. I live in Delhi with my family. Recently, we started a company called Vivawell Health Private Limited. This is a company which is working to provide healthcare more accessible and affordable to people. And in this system, we try to help patients who need to travel for their healthcare requirement.
Okay. So, this show is actually based on the career. Therefore, I'm going to ask you some career related.
So, are you sure I am the right person?
Yes, you are the definitely right person. Therefore, you are here, and I am going to ask some career related questions.
Sure.
What are the platforms you recommend to search a job?
If I may take the name, this is a
Sure,
website
we'll give.
So I found that very popular here, but for roles, more experienced role, I think a lot of candidates and also the organizations are using LinkedIn as a platform of choice.
We both took interview here for our department. On what basis you selected a candidate?
Well, Akaash, you know that here we did not hire a very senior managerial role people because we were setting up the department, the structure. Mostly we hired for mid-senior position or junior position. So when hiring a mid-senior or a junior position role, I try to look more at the attitude of the candidate because there's a lot of learning of scope there. Anybody you hire would need to learn something. So the learning curve that a candidate is showing during the interview, it was very important for me because I knew that the kind of job that I'm going to delegate to him, he need to learn from A to Z. So my focus was more on a candidate's openness to learn a new thing and his attitude towards the work.
What is the role of a CV for a particular job? Did you look for any particular format in the CV?
No. So no, I in my understanding, there is no particular format required for the CV. I think like when I used to write my CV, a candidate should write his CV in a way that he is best ready and prepared to explain. Okay. So I use a format which is very text heavy kind of thing, but I am unable to relate to that in my presentation. Then it is not useful. So you just use a simple CV. A chronological order is good. Try to highlight some skill sets on the side. That makes it. More important is you should be able to walk through that. Okay. And since CV is a tool which is used for screening of the candidate, so it should be simple. You only need to tell the hiring manager what is your skill set, and using that skill set, what you have delivered.
What sorts of preparation is needed before facing an interview?
Most important is read the job description. Most important.
Other
than that, rehearse, understand the questions, understand the expected question, what kind of questions could be asked. This you can figure out by reading the job description and prepare according to that.
You are going to establish a company here in Bangladesh and you are going to recruit people here in Bangladesh. How a candidate should apply to your company?
Right. So a candidate, we have our career page on our website. Candidate can come there. Candidate can actually apply to LinkedIn also. Can post. So these are the standard way. There is no secret of anything. So this is a standard way. I think most of the companies are having like this.
Okay. You worked here in Bangladesh. Do you want to work here again?
Oh yes, that's why I'm here. We are going to start our office also here in Bangladesh. So yes, to answer your question, yes, we were very much willing, and that's why we are here.
So, are you going to hire freshers for your company as well?
Uh, the role that we are open right now, we are looking for like 1 to 2 years experience person, but we are also open for fresher. I was a fresher when I started,
Okay.
so I understand one should not discard a fresher just like that.
Okay. So, through my podcast, you can also suggest to our candidates that if anyone is interested to work in your company, what are the experiences and expertise he or she should have? You can tell me on
Yeah,
our
so
camera
right
as
now
well.
we are looking for business development roles. So obviously a person who has some experience of healthcare sales and marketing would be the suitable candidates for the roles that we are right now.
Okay. So, my recommendation will be also necessary for
Well,
that.
of course that will help. Because
Okay.
knowing your professionalism, I'm sure if you will recommend somebody, that will really make difference.
Okay. This is the end of our show, and thank you so much for coming from your tight schedule as you are in a business trip here in Bangladesh. It was really my pleasure to have you here on my show.
Thank you, Akaash. Pleasure is all mine. So I was also equally excited to come here and sit with you, and very pleased to be here. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. Before ending, I want you to give an ending note to my audience.
So I do not know what ending note I should actually give, but since this is a career-based kind of podcast, so my suggestion, and I have met people here, many candidates I have interviewed here. So my suggestion to the candidate here would be, just do not hit the apply button. Just do not go in the interview unprepared. Do a bit of research on the job description. Read the job description. Prepare your expected questions. And then go into the interview and understand that in the interview, the interviewer is trying to understand your skill set. Number two, your attitude towards the work, how you are open and flexible and adaptable. And then if there's an experience role requirement, then you should be able to articulate and say what your skills actually have helped your previous organizations in terms of the commitment, in terms of the contributions. So what is your skill, what you have contributed, and so therefore what you can contribute here. So these are the two things actually. Besides, you actually have to wear a very good attire to show your attitude. Well, I think that's it.
Thank you, and hopefully we'll shoot another episode again whenever you come here in Bangladesh.
Yeah, we'll be very happy to come here again.
Thank you so much. Alright, this is Mainuddin Akaash signing off. Allah Hafiz.